Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Good morning, everybody. I am here today to do another video for you. Hope you enjoy it. Here is that massive seed haul I promised you for fall. This is everything I got from Baker's Creek. I have a tiny garden, so you're probably wondering where I can plant all this. Well, the beans, I kind of tuck around everything. So wherever I have tomatoes, wherever I have whatever, I'm either going to have beans or onions tucked around them. But I'll save that for future videos, you know. And the carrots, I kind of tuck around everything too. And the only thing in the fall that really takes up space are the brassicas. Everything in the brassica family takes up space. Oh, and the beets. That's about it. The other stuff in the fall doesn't take up all that much space. Oh, the fava beans take up a bit of space too, but they are very friendly with other plants. So, and I grow my peas on them. So God bless you with that long introduction of my seed haul. My seed haul. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm giving you time to get a cup of coffee, get a piece of cake, a piece of pie, some popcorn, some hot apple cider, some caramel corn, because a baked cinnamon apple, because it's fall, y'all, and I'm going to share my Baker Creek fall seed haul, okay? So, without further ado, you've had a couple minutes. We're going to get going. So the first seed that I'm growing for fall is these black garbanzo beans. I grow regular creamy white garbanzo beans. And I've always wanted to try these black ones. Now the thing about garbanzo beans is they only want to grow between 60 and 80 degrees. So that means you have to either grow them in the fall or the early spring. These are not interested in your hot summer days. If you don't get them in the right season, you missed it. And you got to try again with another seed pack in another season next year. You guys, let's not say we're failures when we just refuse. We're in the 21st century. We have an internet. Before you plant a seed, you can inquire of the Lord God through the internet and find out the time that the seed should be planted. Because Baker Creek sells so many exotic seeds to so many different people, they took the time to put the temperature on there. Please read it. Other companies don't have that information. 70 to 80. You can fudge a little to the right, you can fudge a little to the left, but you can't fudge to a tropical summer, hot and humid. This is for your cooler season. So, and it sprouts in 7 days at 70 degrees. They say it needs full sun. I'm gonna tell you a secret. They say everything needs full sun. Okay, everything does not need full sun. Most of these vegetables that we eat are from tropical or Mediterranean areas where there are trees and shrubs and all kinds of stuff like that, and they can manage just fine. I doubt a plant that grows with 60 to 80 degrees is going to be I'm sorry, 70 to 80 degrees is going to be somebody who wants full sun. And if it does want full sun, it might not want your full sun. Okay, keep that in mind. You know what your full sun is like. Everybody's full sun ain't the same. If you're in the desert and the sun bounces off the sand and comes at the plant from 2 different directions, that ain't what they're talking about here. So that minimum of 8 hours of full sun take that with a grain of salt. A lot of stuff they tell me, full sun, I can grow in full shade. Okay. Moving on. Iantos fava bean. I think this is for people who are in Mediterranean areas. This is ideal temperatures, 60 to 70 degrees. So this one wants even less heat. And let me see. They say 6 to 8 hours full sun. This plant, I don't know if it would really want that. It will get that in my garden, but I think you might want to try to find morning sun. Unless you can assure 60 to 70 degrees for a full season for a fava bean. You know, that is cool early spring. If your spring's like 2 days and then it's 100 degrees, I don't know. There's other favas for you. Iantos isn't for you under those circumstances. I have probably about, it's 50 degrees at night right now, and it's 70 in the day, so. And it's the beginning of fall, so I can grow these all winter. So that's what I'm going to do. Next, we're on to onions. I've been growing these onions. This is my second set of onions because, in case you don't know, I went in the hospital, so I lost some of my crops that I started, so I had to repurchase some of those seeds. And this is round tropia onion. I have to have onions. I don't really care about the heads. I could use onions that weren't bulbing onions, but I like the sport of trying to grow a big onion, even though I use the greens, okay? I mean, it's just a sport for farmers to try to get the biggest onion that you can. I'm in an area where traditionally onions don't grow very big for me. I have yet to come up with that huge onion bulb that they have in the South or in the East Coast of the United States. But I'm still trying, and this is an Italian onion, and it doesn't even look big on there, but I'll see what I get. I don't even know. They said this was a short day, but on here it doesn't say short day. And Italian onions are usually intermediate day. So, but I'll give it a shot, see what I get. Oh, they say in Italy it grows along clay cliff sides. Well, that's promising. Sounds drought tolerant. Okay. Then we have Violette de Gami. This onion's often kind of white. You can see on the picture like that. So more like a golden onion. But because some of them can get dark like that, and then some of them are pink. If you have a marshy climate, this is a good onion for you. It loves water. Sometimes I drown where I'm growing it. It gets bigger and bigger. It sucks up water like nobody's business. And it's a very, very strong onion. So if it didn't suck up that water, it would probably be more like a hot pepper onion. And it's from Africa, so it's a short day onion. The problem it has with me is not getting enough water. So that's the problem we're going to have to get past this year. If you are in Louisiana or a short day place where you struggle with onions because you have too much water, this onion can grow in marshes. Highly recommend you to try it. It will go through a flood too. This Jubilee, if you have a flood, like some places, a lot of places have floods now, then you go back and all your food is bad. This won't be bad because it's so strong. Nothing will be able to attack it under those circumstances. Now here's an onion from Japan. See that one? Unsin's flat. Some of these made it through being in 3 days of darkness while I wasn't here. And so I do have some of these, but I want more because they did so good on neglect. Who doesn't want food they can neglect and still be able to eat? So that's very promising. So I got another pack. They're little tiny onions, as you can see. None of these onions for a short day people are huge. Yeah, they're not big. So you don't, no need to block off 6 inches of space, maybe 2 or 3 inches if you care to. I don't care to. I just plant them right next to each other, pick the one I'm gonna eat, and leave the other one to grow. They don't grow big at all. Here are the flowers I'm gonna try for the winter season. Hyssop. Now this one goes 60 to 90 degrees because it's a perennial. And this is a golden Jubilee hyssop. It's from, let me see, where is it from? It's Korean. It's Korean. Right there on the label. And I'm searching all around, trying to find out where it's from. Where is that from? Korean golden Jubilee hyssop. Maybe Korea. I don't know. You know, we'll have to find out together. Yes, it's Korean hyssop. And I think Korea is a place that has a lot more moisture than I do too. So hopefully this hyssop is drought tolerant. They say it gets huge. Usually things that get huge are drought tolerant because they have deeper roots, but we'll see. It's beautiful. It looks like regular old hyssop to me, or anise hyssop, which is drought tolerant. But I wanted to try this for the leaf color. So we'll see how that goes. I got this Trumpet mix of pansies. They say these are huge pansies, like 2-inch pansies. So like the ones that you buy in the store normally. And yeah, that's what it looks like. They say they're bicolor pansies. And they reach 8 to 10 inches in height, which is pretty good for a pansy because a lot of my pansies have been 3 inches. So 10 inches for a pansy, that's pretty good. And those I'm going to start for the spring. They're not really for fall, they're for the spring season. And the Golden Jubilee, I think this will look good for a fall, but it's a perennial, so it's going to have to be there all the time, you know. Then I got this one. This pansy is the one I wanted for the fall. It's called Brushstroke. Does that not look like fall? Yeah, I think that looks like fall. And so I'm going to hope that this one gets started pretty soon. I don't know how long it takes for them to flower. Oh, 60 to 80 days. So if I can get it to flower in the 60 days, October, November, it'll be flowering December. It's a little late, but hey, next year I'll get it right. And if it doesn't flower in December, then it should flower for January, February, which is spring. I better start both pansies now because I might be a little late on my brushstroke for fall starting. I should have started this in the summer, but how could I do that? Because it has to be, it only grows in the 60s. So, yeah. I could figure it out next year, but I'm going to still try it this year. Next, we're on to lettuce. This is called Hibiscus. Hibiscus. I think that's got to be a Greek word because this is the ancient greasy lettuce from Turkey. Oh, it's from Turkey. So I really butchered it because I have no idea what a Turkish accent sounds like. But it's a compact lettuce because it grows tall, but it doesn't grow wide. So you can place them closer together and have more food. So I thought I'd give it a try. And it's like a, let me see, do they say on here? Romaine. It's like a romaine lettuce. But it looks a little bit more sword-like than even the romaine which I grow, which is called cause. And then I got this lettuce. I couldn't resist this. I tried not to get it. Isn't that cute? They say for most people it has the red speckles, but on a green lettuce. And this is called Sanguine Amélioré. And that's supposed to be, that's French. So, Sanguine Amélioré. I sound Italian. But I was trying to sound French, you know. I'm sure it would sound absolutely beautiful if I could pronounce it in French. Sounds better with my fake Italian accent than it does with my, you know, urban accents. Let's go on to the next one. This is a California lettuce. This lettuce is one of the few lettuce that will come back for me during the rainy season. So this will, as you can see the little flowers on it, it keeps flowers all the time. In my area, I've had it grow up to 6 inches tall, and then there are times when they're only like 2 or 3 inches tall. It's a nice succulent lettuce. It's fun, and it looks pretty in the garden. Once you grow it, it pops up wherever it wants to from then on. And it's called miner's lettuce because miners used to look for it when they came to California to survive off of, because very few people got successful mining for gold in California. 40 days to a harvest, so I'll certainly be eating that pretty soon. This one is, does it say? Most lettuces are pretty quick, and even if they aren't quick, we eat them quick anyway. I don't see the days on here, but I'm sure it's on these sites. Let me see, does it say the days on here? No, they don't say the days on any of those lettuce, but I'll be eating those lettuce pretty quickly. Now on to the carrots. Ooh, we're at 14 minutes. You guys, I think I better break this up. I'll do the rest of them because 14 minutes, that's enough. You guys have had enough of me. So I'll go on to the rest of this seed harvest in part 2. And I'll call it carrots, brassicas. That's all it is, carrots and brassicas. And beets. God bless you. Thanks for sticking around.